In ancient Rome, around the 1st century BCE, a wedding night is supposed to mark love and new beginnings. But what happened after the torches went out is so disturbing. Most history books soften it or skip it entirely. The truth has been buried. For 2,000 years, hidden behind Latin words and polite translations. Until now, what I'm about to reveal will change how you see Roman marriage forever. Because this ritual wasn't about romance. It was about power, fear, and control. And historians still argue over how much of it they should admit. Asterisk to understand. The full horror, we need to go back to the heart of Roman society. Rome is a world ruled by law, lineage, and male authority. Marriage is not private. It is political. It decides inheritance, alliances, and citizenship. Women are not equals here. They move from the control of a father to the control of a husband. Key figures shape this system. Augustus, Rome's first emperor, passes marriage laws to control morality and reproduction. Cato the Elder, an earlier statesman, openly argues that women must be dominated to preserve order. These are not fringe voices. They define Roman values. A Roman wedding looks festive on the surface. Music plays, torches burn, guests shout crude jokes. But historians like Mary Beard and Susan Treasury point out something unsettling. The ceremony deliberately imitates abduction and resistance. This is not accidental. It sends a message. The stakes are enormous. On this single night, a girl often 14 or younger is expected to submit fully to a man chosen for her. Ancient. Sources describe laughter and celebration, but they also hint at fear. One Roman poet quietly admits the bride's tears are expected. And here is the first disturbing clue. The Romans themselves compared this wedding night to a lawful form of conquest. And that is just the beginning. Asterisk. But that's not even the worst part. The first revelation begins before the bedroom. Roman sources describe a ritual called raptio, meaning seizure. According to accounts recorded by Plutarch, the bride is forcibly taken from her mother's arms. She is expected to cry. Guests cheer. You can almost hear it. Sandals scraping stone, fabric pulled tight, voices laughing. This is theater, but with a purpose. It reenacts Rome's founding myth, the rape of the Sabine women, where mass abduction creates the Roman people. Historians confirm this is deliberate symbolism. The message to you, the bride, is clear. Resistance is normal and pointless. And this was just the beginning. What happened next shocked, even hardened historians. As the procession reaches the house, the groom carries the bride over the threshold. You've heard this as romance, but Roman writers like Varro give a darker reason. The threshold is sacred. Crossing it unwillingly protects the husband from blame. If you stumble, the ritual claims you did not enter freely. The law is already. On his side. Now the room changes. Torches flicker. The noise fades. And you are alone with someone you may barely know. Roman legal texts describe the bride as entering manus, the hand, total authority. Evidence suggests this night finalizes that transfer. Not emotionally, legally, but the true horror was still to come. The third revelation centers on witnesses. Yes, witnesses. Roman custom requires a pronuba, a married woman, to lead the bride into the bedroom. Ancient commentators claim she ensures propriety, but scholars note something unsettling. Her presence confirms the act happened. Not consent. Not safety. Completion. You are not a person here. You are proof. Imagine it. You are a child. The door closes. Someone stays to watch. Roman jokes recorded by Catullus mock the bride's fear. The laughter outside grows louder. This is documented. This is celebrated. And still, it gets worse. According to several Roman sources, including later Christian critics like Tertullian, crude chants continue outside the door. They are meant to ward off evil. But their words focus on domination and humiliation. Evidence suggests this noise serves another purpose, to drown out distress. You are expected to endure it in silence. Endurance is virtue. Suffering is duty. Here's where it gets truly disturbing. The fourth revelation involves consummation as obligation. Roman jurists are clear. A marriage is not fully valid until the act occurs. If it does not, the woman can be blamed, returned, disgraced. You feel the pressure. Your body carries the weight of law and family honor. There is no refusal. Historians confirm this expectation in legal commentaries from Gaius and Ulpian. And little did they know, this fear shaped generations. The fifth revelation is about age and preparation. Medical texts by Cyrannus of Ephesus, a Roman physician, warn against early intercourse due to injury. Yet these warnings exist because the practice is common. Why warn if it never happens? Evidence suggests families expect pain. They prepare. For it, oil, bandages, silence. Picture it, stone walls. Oil lamps, the smell of smoke. A girl taught obedience, not choice. You are told this is honor. Rome calls this civilization. But the final truth is even darker. The last revelation involves memory itself. Roman male historians write volumes about war and politics. But about this night, they go quiet. When they speak, they joke, or they moralize, or they translate fear into virtue. Modern historians argue over whether to call this violence. But the structure is undeniable. The ritual trains women to submit and men to rule. It normalizes coercion at the most intimate level. And this wasn't rare. It was expected. And this was Rome. The ripple effects of this brutality spread far beyond the bedroom. Men gain heirs. Families secure alliances. The state grows stronger. But the cost is carried quietly by women whose voices never enter the record. Over time, some customs soften. Others vanish. But the core idea survives, that marriage is control. Later, Roman emperors modify laws. Christian writers condemn excess while preserving obedience. The ritual fades, but the mindset does not. Historians confirm echoes of these practices appear across medieval Europe. And here is the final disturbing detail. Even today, the threshold carry, the witnesses, the expectation of endurance remain, stripped of their meaning. We repeat symbols without remembering why they existed. This dark chapter still haunts how societies define marriage, consent, and power. Rome never truly disappeared. It adapted. And if you think that's disturbing, the truth about what happened to Roman women after divorce is even darker. I've uncovered accounts historians rarely connect to marriage itself. Make sure to watch the video appearing now. The secrets of history run deeper than anyone imagined, and some were never meant to stay buried.